Good morning, Modern Homesteaders. It's a nice brisk 20 degrees out this morning and the wind's blowing pretty good. It's gonna be a chilly one today. We're gonna head up to the off-grid property and do some more exploring back in that area where we were yesterday. I think I have a couple of ideas of what happened yesterday, but when we get up there I'll talk about that. First we need to take care of all of our animals. I bet they're hungry on this chilly morning. I know I am. I'm looking forward to my bacon and eggs. You?
Probably have bacon already.
We do. I'll be right there, chickens. Here they all come. The ladies hungry or what? Come on. Moose, you snoozing or what this morning, mister? Alright, let's do the winter morning water stop. And I'll get up some fresh water. Oh, look at that. Now it's snowing out. It's like a snow globe.
Snow globe.
You're pooping everywhere, girl. You know that? I don't need a compost toilet. I'll just go wherever they're walking. Come on in, girls. Come on out. Your food's out here. Come on. All right, we'll meet you up there. And just like that, we're here. We're down here on the trail that we started cutting yesterday. We have a really good trail and then it kind of disappears. On the map it looks like there's a trail, but I got to thinking when I was editing the video yesterday that the reason why this trail stops is because we're going onto a different piece of property. It's all part of this property now, but back in the day when they originally logged this, that was owned by somebody else. So I think it's a skidder trail, but they must have had a smaller skidder. So that's why the trail's not as nice. It's a little bit colder today, about 10 degrees. The big creek comes down below here. So we're trying to get to that creek today. That was our goal yesterday too, so hopefully today we have better luck.
Down here pretty far.
We did. We got in here a good ways, and now we got a good trail for walking. This is the area. You got some over there and some trees over there where you can see the moose have been eating and loving all of the maple trees.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this right here the old damage from moose eating the bark and those trees too. You can see one right there, that's pretty fresh. There, that's their version of maple syrup, I guess. Gotta keep going down this way. This is where the trail gets pretty rough. But from here up is a nice wide trail. And then the further down we get here, it gets like a smaller, narrower trail. And that right there is a blue mark. That's the old property line that went this way. So it would have been different loggers that logged these two pieces of property. I wouldn't be surprised if we can find some blue on this tree. And we can. It's very minimal, but there's blue paint right there. That would have been the old scar mark they made. All right, our trail goes this way. Something's been over here. It's a good sized deer track going this way. That looks like a Sasquatch track right here. Seems like we're going into Sasquatch country. That's what it looks like. More moose sign. They really like this tree. They keep eating it every year they come by. Look at that. Rabbit track. Looks like a decent little trail. It's pretty rocky, but I think the chipmunks hear us. There's the rabbit tracks. I wouldn't mind seeing some snowshoe here. They're probably all white right now. More tracks. Ooh. The rabbits really seem to like it in this thick stuff. We're curious to get down here. I wonder if there's any signs of beavers out this way or not. But it's nice country out here. More Sasquatch tracks. I won't let it go on you.
Are you talking to me too?
I'm talking to you too, yep. The rabbits love it in here. And then that looks like bobcat tracks. They're tracking the rabbits. They want lunch too. Oh, hey. You know what I just found?
What?
Wow.
There's a tree stand.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's an old one. It's old and ratty. I mean, it's in good shape, the metal, but the seat cushion's all ratted and torn up. And then I don't think it's that safe of a tree.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you imagine?
You want to climb up there?
No.
Oh, that's funny. I'll have to come down sometime. Found ourselves a tree stand. I'm gonna mark that so we know where it
Yeah,
is.
but I'm not using that.
No, but
Tree.
not the tree, but we'll know where it is to come back to. That's funny.
I'm sure. Do you think that hole was there before?
No. And I mean, that tree's dead. It's been dead for a while, so I don't know when it was that somebody used that tree stand. I wonder if somebody put it there and then forgot where it was and never came back for it. I mean, we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere at this point.
Yeah.
Well, the bobcat and rabbit tracks led us to that, but that also tells me that this is a good animal trail right here that we're on, if there's been hunters hunting on it. If we ever get any snow, it'll make a good snowshoe trail.
Yeah. Which one do you
I don't know. Let me get out the map and see which way we need to go. We need to go this way. That way's going off. Wrong direction. Some old tree stumps.
This would be a good place to go snowshoeing and then look for antler sheds.
Yeah. That'd be nice if we could find some moose antler sheds. Whoa, this winter. Warming up
A little bit.
a little bit. I hear some water. I don't know if this is the big creek or not, but let's get down here and see.
Is that the water?
It's some water. Let's see if it's the water.
Is it the water?
I don't know.
It's hard saying. I think we need to keep going down further and see what else we come to.
Well, how are we gonna get over that?
Across that.
So the creek we're looking for is the one that's way down below that the beavers keep damming up. So I'm thinking it should be a little bit bigger than this. So let's cross this one. We'll go down a little bit further. We can step here and then
So then where?
Right here.
you got it.
I don't know.
This is a fir tree, and these trees, when they get to be this age, they stop blowing down really easy. This is what's going to end up starting to happening soon if we don't get in here and start selective cutting with logging and getting out all the trees that are this size, because they'll just be flying down and blocking our paths and our trails.
They're no good to anything.
Which way do we go?
Which way do you want to go?
No, which way should we go?
I don't know. Let's see.
No, it's like they're in stories again.
The land of stories.
No.
Do you hear a creek?
Yeah.
I hear water.
I don't know how you get to it though, 'cause this is really slippery.
It does get thick right here.
Where are you gonna go to that swamp?
More moose damage on these maples and those maples. That's a nice big fir. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that'll make some nice 2x10s or 2x12s for somebody's house.
I hear it. You hear it?
Yeah.
I can hear something. There's a nice worn animal trail right there. There she be.
Definitely not that last one. I don't know where the water might start right there.
Now that's a nice little creek. Some old man's beard moss right there. See it on the tree leaves.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
What's that?
Look at the icicles right there.
Yeah, hanging off under the tree.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
More up there.
I noticed this piece of that's not a rock.
No.
And then I walk over and then there's that piece, but then there's something right there.
Yeah, somebody had either a tree stand or a tree house out here at one time. So the way I understand it, this chunk that we're on right here, this used to all be pasture. I don't know how long ago, but this was all pasture and it was connected to a farmhouse. So this was probably the farmers' kids back in the day had a little fort down here. That's a nice spot, this whole area. Big rock.
Yeah, because you can make this nice.
Clean all this up. This will make a nice little fishing or camping spot.
With a shovel head.
This would make a nice campsite. I want that metal iron. I don't know what that is. We're gonna have to do some winter camping.
Too cold.
No, it's not too cold for winter camping. You get a wood stove in your tent. So the water was pretty high not that long ago. By the creek, campfire right there. Anybody need a snack? You're good. Need any water? No? Be nice sleeping in here for that. All right, ready to head back? The trail keeps going more that way. I'll have to check that out at a further date, but it'd be cool to get a good trail coming down here so we can get the mule down here, and then we could build a little cabin or just a campsite set up. And the orange ribbon over here caught my eye. It's nothing that we did, so I wanna check it out. Could have been a hunter mocking his way in before, who knows. Oh my. Look at all those blowdowns. It's a nice patch of fir, but blowdowns way over there, a bunch here, more out there. Yeah, it's time to get it logged because we don't want that to happen to all of the fir. It just makes a mess. the property that we live at right now, the reason we had that logged was because there's the orange ribbon I was talking about. That had a bunch of big pasture pines on it, and they were all rotting and blowing down. We couldn't walk out in the area. And now we have a nice field, so. All right, you ladies ready to cross this creek again?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do next?
Go onto the rock.
Balance. Look at that animal trail. Got rabbits, deer, and bobcat. I was seeing a little bit more blue paint on this tree, and then I noticed this hole. I hope there's nothing living in there. Hello. I bet you that would have scared you if something came out of that hole. Would have scared me. Made it back to the main trail that we cut out yesterday. You gotta get up without ruining it. Those are some big coyote tracks going up that way. You better watch out for Figaro. We don't want to see you getting eaten by him. You're pretty cute. You're not scared of us? He says, nope, just your cat. You better enjoy that sunshine while you can. Soak up that vitamin D. We haven't gotten much sunshine much this winter so far, so the little glimpses of sun we do get, it sure is nice. You ladies liking that sunshine too? I got you small mealworms. Moose? There you go, ladies. How many eggs, Libby's?
None.
None?
None.
Hoping for one.
I hope for one, but I think it's gonna be none. None.
None? What the heck?
No.
And there's none under the coop. They're just not laying any eggs for us. They need their winter break. It's just longer than normal this year. I think it's because they're getting older. This is their third winter with us.
Oh. You think she has some babies in there?
Let's see.
Ivy, get down. Oh, nice.
I hope.
Ivy says, ooh, we're snapped.
Eat all your hay?
Most of it at least.
There you go, girl. At least four, that'll be nice. First.
I got 3 over here. There's one hidden. There's one at the very front of the nest. 5.
We haven't got that many in quite a few days.
No.
It'll be almost a week. I'll take it.
Do some oven roasted squash tonight. I'm going to do some potatoes. I think I'm going to do them kind of hash brownie so that we can have leftovers for breakfast. And then I'm going to do some wild caught cod that we had in the freezer. skin side and the other side with avocado oil and help it roast, that totally missed. I used to mash it up and add brown sugar, but I am finding I don't even need to add any kind of sweetener, just a little bit of butter, and the squash has been so good. All right, some salt. And pop it in the oven. I picked all smaller potatoes out of a bag of potatoes that we had, scrubbed them. Now I think I'm just gonna cut them in half. That should be a good size. Put them through my chop wizard. I've had a lot of people asking about this. It is the Vidalia chop wizard. A viewer sent it to me, and I do love it. And I like there's two different ones, two different blades, but I like this one the best. This one looks really good, really easy. And I thought, there's no way this is going to do carrots, and it does carrots really, really well. It's my workout, and I don't have to push too hard. With the smaller blades, it's a little bit harder to push through. This works really good for the soups and stews, and I think it would be really good for it's going to be kind of like a hash brownie. Roasted potatoes. So put some avocado oil. If you hold this thing the right way, it pours out easier too. Some salt.
Dear Lord, thank you for the wonderful day. Well, I'm glad we found that creek today, and I couldn't believe we had stumbled across the tree stand. It's kind of crazy. It looks like it's been there for quite a while, so I don't know. I guess we'll have to take it down and try relocating it at least to a different tree, because that tree is not suitable anymore. But I'm gonna say it must have been a trespasser, because as far as I know, nobody had permission to have tree stands out there, but I don't know. And then that other area down by the creek, I don't know if it was a tree stand somebody was trying to build or if it was a fort or what, but it was out in the middle of nowhere. So both those things, to get them where they were, somebody lugged them in a good amount. I'm thinking down by the creek will be a good spot for a campsite, maybe even for some winter camping. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments down below. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us. You guys are a huge blessing to us and our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next video.